All right, so in this video, we're just going to look at a table for a linear equation. So we're not really looking for a solution like we were in the last video. What we're going to do now is we're being given a line, an equation of a line, and they're asking us for input and output. So if you remember that last video, I was talking about an input machine and an output machine, kind of like this equation. If I put a certain number in here, I'm going to get something very specific out, meaning what does this entire side equal? Because remember, that's what y equals, this entire side. So that's all they're asking us to do, is literally plug the numbers in that they're providing for us into the x and see what do we get. We're going to do that operation. So remember, we're going to multiply or divide first, and then we're going to add or subtract. So we have to do those in order because of PEMDAS. So over here, I'm going to put my numbers in like this. Then I'm going to go ahead and switch colors. Here, I'll make a bright pink for whatever reason. So here is my equation, and I'm going to put my x in blue just so you can see. This is what we're plugging in. So each time, all the pink is going to be the same in every single one of the equations. So y equals 3 plus 3. So I'm just going to kind of write this a bunch of times so I can not switch colors as much. Okay, so there we go. I have all 4 of my equations written out. So in this first one, instead of x, now I know they want me to use -6, so I'm going to go times -6. The second one is going to go times -3 times 0, cross my zeros off for whatever reason, times 3. So now I'm going to go ahead and start working them out. I'll do this in bright blue. Just keep it this way for the rest of the equation. So I'm not going to write y equals again. I'll just kind of space it over here. So we're going to do the multiplication first. 3 times -6 is -18, and then plus 3. So remember with this one, and I'll do some algebra tiles really quick here. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I'm not going to put a minus sign in each and every one of those because that's a little time consuming, but each box is 1 negative. I have 18 of them. So here's 18 negatives, and here are 3 positives. Okay, so -18 plus 3. So this is something that I've done on a few other videos. They're called algebra tiles. That's a very easy thing to just draw on paper. Some of the centers may actually have the algebra tiles for you to use. Just kind of depends on which center you're at there and what their resources are. So with this one, this is a visual way of taking away integers. So if I have -18 and I have +3, one negative cancels with one positive. Do that in a different color there. So they cancel 1 to 1 like this, and then you just say, well, what's left over? Well, I have 15 left over, and they're all negative, so it's -15. Okay, because they're all still in the red. That's why we use different colors. Red signifies the negative, yellow signifies the positive. Those are generally the colors I've seen used before, so I'm just sticking with it. All right, so this next one, we have 3 times -3, so that gets us -9 plus 3. So now up here, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because I only have 9 of them, so I really don't have those ones. I'm just going to ignore that for a moment instead of redrawing all of this. So I'm only looking at these 9, and I still had those +3, so actually it would have done the same thing. I would have crossed them off. And I could say, well, what do I have left over here? I have 6 left over, and they're negative because they're still in the red. So -6. So another way of thinking about that is I can subtract 18 minus 3 is 15, but 18 is bigger and it's got a negative. So that means I have more negatives than positives. So you just have to make sure you're paying attention to that, which one has the negative and which one has the positive. But you can subtract just like normal. You don't have to worry about it's -18 plus 3. I can actually switch it around and go 18 minus 3 is 15, and then apply the negative. Like go back and say, well, which one was bigger? The negative. So my answer is negative. All right, so this next one I have 3 times 0, which is 0, plus 3. So you're welcome to use algebra tiles on that one, but we wouldn't have anything at all up in the negative here. We would only have the 3, and they wouldn't be crossed off because there's nothing to cross them off. So we just have the 3 there. On the bottom one, we have 3 times 3, we get 9 plus 3. So if I were to redraw my algebra tiles on this one, they'd all be yellow. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I had 3 more, so I'm just going to keep drawing them on here because here's my 9. And then I have 3 more, so I have 1, 2, 3. So total I have 12 because there's 12 positives. They're just all positive on this one. So I just add them together. 9 plus 3 is 12. All right, so that is how you complete a table for linear equation. Go ahead and go on, Alex, and give it a try.